Welcome to the channel, everyone. Hey, this video is going to be so wonderful, right? The accountant's trust formula, how clients decide to hire you in the first 5 minutes. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check us out at Universal Accounting Center. Guys, most accountants think clients hire the most qualified professional. Wait all these years to get all this education. Get one certification, get rolling. Build it over time, right? It's just not true. If that were true, every CPA would be rich. Every EA would have a waiting list. Every bookkeeper with certifications would be flooded with clients. But that's not what's happening. The reality is clients hire the professional they trust the most. So today I'm going to teach you the psychology of trust and exactly how prospects decide whether they'll hire you or not. Because if you understand this, you're going to close more business than accountants with twice your experience. So grab a pencil and paper. Let's start here. Module 1. All right, Module 1. Title is The Big Lie Accountants Believe. The Big Lie Accountants Believe. Guys, most of you believe if I explain my credentials, they'll hire me. Well, that's just wrong, right? Nobody hires because of credentials. People hire because they feel safe. So trust is emotional. The justification is logical, and the decision is emotional, right? A business owner is asking, can I trust this person with my money? Can I trust this person with my books? Can I trust this person with my taxes? Can I trust this person with my future? That's the real sale, all right? That's it. So you got to figure those things out. Let's move to the next module, Module 2. Title this the trust equation, all right? The trust equation. Guys, trust equals competence plus connection, plus certainty, right? Most accountants only focus on competence, and that's a big mistake. I want you to imagine, all right, two accountants. So we've got accountant number 1, 20 years of experience, a CPA, knows everything, right? Boring, dry, difficult to talk to. Then we've got accountant number 2, 5 years of experience, knowledgeable, asks great questions, understands the business owner, makes them feel heard. Guess who gets hired? Usually number 2, right? Because connection amplifies competence. All right, let's go to Module 3 here. Why clients don't buy. Why clients don't buy. Well, the reason they don't buy is because of a few things, right? They don't understand accounting. They buy because they don't understand accounting. Think about that. Your prospect cannot evaluate your technical skills. They have no clue. They can't judge depreciation schedules. They can't judge tax planning strategies. They can't judge financial statement analysis. So who are they judging? They're judging you, right? Your confidence, your communication, your certainty, your professionalism. Let's move to the next module. All right? Let's move to the next module. Module 4. All right? Module 4. The trust stack. The trust stack. So with trust, there are 5 layers of trust, okay? So layer 1, and write all these down. Write down the 5 layers. Layer 1 is, do I like you? This is what they're thinking, okay? Layer 2 is, do you understand me? All right? Layer 3, can you help me? Layer 4, have you helped others? And layer 5, do I believe you can help me specifically? All right? Those are the things they're looking for, right? So most accountants jump immediately to layer 3. Well, that's a wow, that was loud. That's a huge mistake, right? Start at layer 1 and work your way up. Let's go to the next module. Module 5. The skill of relatability. The skill of relatability. Well, the fastest way to trust is similarity. The fastest way to gain trust is similarity. People trust people like themselves. So that's why you got to get good, and I'm sure I'll make videos on it, how to identify different personalities and then speak to that type. But for now, listen for industry, background, family, goals, experiences. Then I need you to connect with them. An example, oh wow, most of my construction clients say the exact same thing. Well, that's instant trust, right? Now they're not alone. All right, let's move to the next module. The important question. Title this The Important Question. Right? If I could only ask one sales question as an accountant, it would be this. What made you decide to look for help now? Write that down. Ask that in all your calls. What made you decide to look for help now? That question unlocks everything. Timing, pain, motivation, urgency, buying intent. The prospect will tell you why they're buying. So listen up. Listen carefully. What made you decide to look for help now? All right, let's go to the next module, the problem with information dumping. So in all industries, this is basically all you'll ever hear. Like auctioneers, selling is telling. That's pretty much all salespeople. Oh, I want to tell them about what we have. Well, most accountants when you're doing that, you sound like professors. And understand, the prospects don't want professors, they want problem solvers. So this is what you don't say. Let me explain our bookkeeping package. Here's good. Here's what you do say. Tell me what's happening in the business, right? And then you'll explain how your services help change those problems around. Bad. Here's bad. Here's what you don't say. Here's everything we included. Here's what you do say. What would fixing this do for you? The conversation should be about them, not you, okay? All right, let's go to the next module. The science of being misunderstood. The science of being misunderstood. Guys, people become emotionally attracted to people who understand them. This means your job isn't to impress, your job is to understand. When the prospect says my books are a mess, don't respond with solutions, respond with curiosity. What has this been costing you? Now you're uncovering pain, and pain creates urgency, and urgency creates action. Now I'm going to give you, let's go to the next module here. The trust building framework. You're welcome. The trust building framework. So step 1 is find the problem. Find the problem. Step 2 is find the cost of the problem. Step 3 is find the emotional impact. Step 4 is find the desired outcome. And step 5 is position your services as the bridge. Most accountants skip 2, 3, and 4 and then wonder why nobody buys from them, right? Let's go to the next section, the next module. Title this social proof the right way, all right? Social proof the right way. Hey, most people use social proof incorrectly. This is what you don't say, all right? We've been around, we have 20 clients, we've been around for 10 years, we helped a lot of people. No, what you do say is, hey, I worked with a landscaping company that had the exact same issue. Now it's relevant. Specific social proof always beats generic social proof every single time. Let's go to the next module. Title this certainty transfer. Certainty transfer. Hey, the prospect is borrowing your confidence. So if you're nervous, they're going to become nervous. If you're uncertain, they're going to become uncertain. And if you're confident, they become confident. That doesn't mean being arrogant. It means being certain. And there's a difference in that. All right. Hey, this is the final module. You did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. All right, listen, the moment trust is created. Title this, the moment trust is created. Hey, trust isn't built when you're talking. Trust is built when they're talking. The more they talk, the more invested they become, the more understood that they feel, the more trust goes, right? This is why great salespeople ask questions and average salespeople give presentations. It's just always going to be that way. So the last thing I'd like to leave you with, the final lesson, is, guys, the highest paid accountants aren't always the smartest, okay? Think about it. You know many of them. You're like, I can't believe that guy has more clients than me. Well, they often have the most trust, okay? Because clients, they're not buying your bookkeeping. What are they buying? Your peace of mind. They don't buy tax returns. They buy certainty. They don't buy advisory. They buy confidence. The accountant who wins is usually the one who makes the prospect feel like, hey, I trust this person. So guys, just master trust and you'll never have to compete on price again. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.